On this episode of Hey Hey Linda Purrs, Linda interviews singer, songwriter, and poet Rob Jones. Before our interview today, we have a special music video shot back in August of Rob along with our own JJ Despo performing Simple Man. Enjoy.
And so this is one of my favorite songs to sing, and thank you for allowing me to share this stage with you. Glad to play with you, Rob. Well, Mama told me when I was young to sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Oh yeah. And take your time. Don't live too fast. Trouble will come now and never pass. Find a woman and you find love, and don't forget there's someone up above. Be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Yeah. Be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Take the love for rich man's gold. All that you need now is in your soul, and you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All I want from you, my son, is to be satisfied. Be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Yeah. Be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Now don't you worry, you find yourself, follow your heart now, and nothing else, and you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All I want from you, my son, is to be satisfied. Be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Be a simple Thank you so much.
Welcome. We're here in Nashville and we're doing an interview with Rob Jones, who lives now in the Gallatin area, but he is extremely talented and I have enjoyed getting to hear him in his different artistic adventures. And I want to share this information with you so you know all about Rob Jones when we're done with our little interview here. So I'm actually really glad you're able to come up here tonight.
I'm just overwhelmed. I appreciate you inviting me, and this is just something I look forward to ever since you asked me to come on.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, because some people go like, I don't know, but
Nah.
but I just, some people get up on the stage, they play beautiful music, which you do, but you don't know anything about the person. And even songwriters, they'll get up there and say, "Oh, this song's about my pickup truck or something," but but you don't know about them. And I just thought, we can change that a little bit. Just let people have a little more depth into this. Now, I just want to let everybody out there know I met you at the spoken word night
Yes.
down in Gallatin. And when I found out about that spoken word, I was so happy because I thought poetry and this isn't just poetry, the spoken word. It was like, it could just be a story, it could be a joke, it could be rap, it could be regular poetry or modern poetry. And I thought that had all gone by the wayside. But since I have found out that there are little pockets of these poetry readings all over Nashville area.
Yes, they are.
But I remember going in there that night, and you did you 2 or 3 or poems, I can't remember, and I was just mesmerized because you took me back to, like, it was feeling and it was deep, it had soul, and it wasn't like so much of it. Things I've heard are more angry at the world or something, and your pieces brought peace listening to them. I could feel something more. And I even know I mentioned to you, if you'd ever heard of Ben Burroughs, that he was from the 40s and he was a stylized poet. And he would do, when I came across him, was in the 80s in Tampa, Florida, at the Tampa Tribune. He every few days he put in a piece, just a piece, and you couldn't wait to read it. You're like, what's it going to be about? Because it was beautiful, romantic. It was warming. It was no matter what he wrote about, you knew it was going to be good. And I felt that exact same thing with you. And I think a lot of years have gone by since the 80s, and I have not felt that way about anybody, except that maybe the 18th century poets or something.
Oh yeah.
So first, I want to know the things you do artistically, because I know a few things and I'd like you to share with people what you dabble in and what this expression that you have with music and poetry. And
Yeah, I traffic in different genres of art. I wrote a novel entitled Bad Boys of the Kingdom. It's a rock star romance novel. I wrote a children's book entitled Here Comes the Night. I wrote 2 poetry books. The one you mentioned, Reenchanted, and another one entitled The Hidden Work, poems inspired by the writings of C.S. Lewis. And I'm working on editing a second novel entitled Love Electric, and another children's book entitled Poetic Peak. So I'm just trying to. I always say I want the ink in my pen to be empty before I shuffle off this planet. So.
But you have things to say. So not just your poetry, you have children's books and a novel.
Yes.
And poetry. So those are some of your writing expressions.
Right.
Then I was blown away one day when you said, "Can I sing a song?" I didn't know you could sing. And then you play the keyboard. So So what goes on with that part of your life, your musical
Yeah,
life?
music is always, ever since probably before I could talk, I just love to sing and just use that self-expression of singing, and I always just love writing. I love words and melody, and music was it just it called to me, especially rock music, and
Rock music.
yeah, that's it called to me, and I answered it, and I fronted rock bands for a majority of my life, and
Wow.
but I also love country. I love R&B, um, contemporary Christian. I'm like a walking contradiction. So, but I
Yeah.
just love music generally. So,
Yeah.
if it's good, it's good. I don't care if it's classical, um, jazz, blues, whatever it is. If it conveys something or evokes a certain emotion in me, I gravitate to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it just speaks to me on a different level.
Right. And you have one rock band in particular you really like, don't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
Kiss,
Kiss.
Kiss,
Kiss.
Kiss. They got me into rock and roll. I just,
They drew you in, right?
yeah. I was listening to someone introduced me to, I believe it was Double Platinum, and I heard Strutter, and I was, and I saw these guys. I'm like, man, that's a different level right there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so yeah, and Paul Stanley was someone I emulate. I try to sound like him, and yeah, it was just yeah, they just came to me and just said, "Come along, I'll take you for a ride,"
Yeah.
and I've been on that ride ever since.
So opened your rock world there.
Yeah, yeah,
That's, I mean, that's, because you have to think sometimes like, how did I get interested in this part or this part? But I like that you like so many different varieties of music. I mean, and like I hear some people, oh, the new country music, and then, oh, traditional music, country, but I'm like, well, what's the matter? They can do their thing.
right.
Who cares? You do your thing. You will. They have their thing. Who knows where they're going? You know, but I don't feel anything that I like. Rap music. Certain. There's some I don't like, but and they just had the 50th anniversary of rap.
Yes,
That
on
was
the
just last
Grammys.
week. Yeah, I watched that whole show, and I know a little bit of the rap stuff, but and Netflix had a story on women in rap,
Hmm.
and I watched that because I just didn't really know some of the ladies and where they came from. I mean, they came from the hood,
Yeah,
and then they ended up, just rocking it, and it's has stayed around for 50 years, and so there is so many different types of music, and I'm kind of like you. I kind of like, like good music is good music. Doesn't
exactly.
matter. Bluegrass, if it's good, it's good. If it's, classical, it's good, it's good. I like that attitude.
Yeah.
So so now, what have you been doing with you? You play the keyboard.
Hmm.
Do you play any other instruments or?
No, I tried the guitar, but I just wasn't truly efficient at it. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
So you're
I
a
just let
keyboard guy.
the guitarists do their thing, and yeah, I just do the piano and
Yeah.
keyboard, and I just write songs from, using that instrument.
Okay. Yeah, and you can get a lot of sounds on those nowadays
Oh
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
You can make it sound like a keyboard can be almost
It
anything.
could be a bass guitar,
Yeah.
ukulele, whatever you
You can
need.
layer like crazy with that. Which and I've heard you in public doing your keyboard at a few venues. Good stuff. Good entertaining. And is that what you're kind of doing? What is your hope with your music? Are you now do you write songs
Yes,
too?
I write, and I played at the Bluebird Cafe for 15 plus years, and
You did?
yeah,
You played there like you went a keyboard?
they have a keyboard there,
Yeah.
a house keyboard, and yeah, and I just played there and um,
I never
just for
know
yeah,
that.
I played there for before I moved here. I because I'm originally from Southern Illinois, and we was coming down here quarterly every 4 months to play the Bluebird,
Okay.
and a friend of mine said, if you're serious about songwriting or anything and entertainment, you just need to quit peeking your head in and out of Nashville and just move down here. And yeah, me and my family, we moved here, and I went
Now
from
how long have you been?
It's
Been
going
together.
on 14 years.
From Illinois. Okay, 14 years. And I have found personally, I've been here 11, but I've only really got my music together the last 3 years. And I have found the music community is just amazing. It's
Yeah,
everywhere in this area. You bump in, you know.
yeah.
Oh, you bump. There's songwriters everywhere.
What they say, you turn over a rock and there's a musician right
Yeah,
there just playing or writing. So yeah,
I know.
exactly.
And I've had a very positive experience with the songwriters I've met in the area, and then people I have at my show. I mean, I'm just blown away that they want to come play at my show. um, but I try to get songwriters to be able to play. You know, they can do covers if they want, but songwriters lots of times they don't. People say, "Oh, just do covers. We don't want you to do your own songs." You know,
Hmm.
so I really try anybody that wants to. I mean, they're welcome to do covers, but if they want to do their original songs, let's do them. You know, let's get it out there. You know, on a stage. There's lots of songwriter venues, but this is an actual place. You know, there's people there. They're talking.
Right.
Let's see if you can grab their attention.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
That's
and
the challenge.
I've seen a few times the whole place just shut up when somebody gets up there. Mike Mitchell, that time when he got on stage and started doing his song, it was a folk blues, and just
Hmm.
the genre just blew people away, you
Right.
know, because it was different but good. Like you said, good music is good
That's
music.
right.
So, you know, mostly in, well, even Bluebirds, Commodore, Songwriter rounds, people are there to just listen to your songs. They're being polite. But
Yeah.
I think the good tell is to be where there's a place, people yapping away. You grab their attention, you know.
Yes. Because
And that gets you how, because some people, they only do songwriter things and then they're insulted when people are talking. But when you go to a venue, people are going to be talking, you know.
yeah.
It's up to you to grab their
That's
attention.
right.
So
Absolutely.
so I know you've been in one music video. Have you been in any other type music videos, or how do you have you are you a session musician at all?
No, just friends that asked me to be in it. I was in one bluegrass video for his just background.
Mhm.
Actually, me and my wife was, and so yeah. Then Tyler, he asked me to play in this
Yeah,
video,
I
and
saw that video.
yeah.
That's pretty
So
good. I can see kind of towards the end you can see you,
right,
you know, first, because I remember you told me you were in that and I'd seen that video before I knew you. And I'm going, oh, I don't remember seeing you, you know, and
I
so
know
I
they save me for last,
yeah,
so
I know. So I went
it's
back
all
and go,
good.
oh, there he is, you know. Of course they kind of stuck you in the back to start out with, and then you even say a
All
few
right,
things, you
but
know. But that must have been exciting to
yeah, it was
do.
fun.
Yeah.
Tyler's a great guy, and a great musician, and yeah, it was an honor to be on that video and
And we're
for him to
talking
ask me.
about Tyler Dean
Dean, yes, Tyler Dean
McDowell, who's Ronnie McDowell's son, and the song you were in was "Welcome
to Nashville.
to Nashville." Welcome to Nashville. He has little pins for sale, and I'm going to be buying one and put on my hat. Welcome to
That's a great
Nashville.
marketing scheme right
I
there.
know, and I can see it on my hat. Can't you see that little pin there? Okay.
Yes.
I already told him I wanted 4 of them because
There you
I
go.
got a lot of hats over
I know it.
there.
You are the
So if anybody hasn't seen that video, Welcome to Nashville, I love it, and he is in that video. Towards the end, you see him, so be sure to catch that. But you have done things here. Let's see, in Gallatin, you've done like a little festival in town.
yeah. They had the Gallatin Festival,
Uh-huh.
music festival. I did that, and it was great. Just everybody just coming by and supporting me,
I
and
know.
eh, but I had my voice gave out on me because just playing the night before, and I thought I could pull it off, but so
Well,
some songs I had to pull back on,
yeah.
and
Well,
but
I was there, and if you hadn't have said anything, I don't notice anything.
uh,
You notice things. You just got to
yeah,
plow
I'm
through
one of those
sometimes, because
somewhat
other people just go
perfections.
yay, which I did. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of yours.
Uh,
So I I just really like your background and that you made the move down here. I mean, it is hard to move where you are forever. I had to really think hard. I was 24 years on the Oregon coast and I loved it there. The weather's
Mm,
just right for me, about 55 degrees year round, and the ocean's right there. And I had to go. My husband wanted to move here, or it was his idea. I had to go think about it. I mean, I was scared to leave the Oregon coast, but I'm having such a kick with meeting music people, and anytime I go down to Lower Broad, I just watch everybody, and I'm amazed at them, amazed at what they're putting out, and you can see hundreds of musicians down there,
oh my
just
gosh.
walking around in the afternoon.
Exactly.
Because they're not just on people; they're just the main floor, but they have them on the second floor, and they have them on the rooftops,
Right.
and then the places off the main drag. It just is amazing to me. So I feel kind of like you. We made that jump to come here, and I wish nothing but good things for you. And
Thank
you're
you.
so multi talented, or in the artistic realm, and I think that's a amazing thing to have inside of you, and then you have an outlet to get this out. Now you have a couple books. Let
Yes.
You have a couple books here with you. Let me hold that one. This is okay. I know this one, Reenchanted. I read it all the time, and these you can get on Amazon
Amazon, yes.
primarily. Yeah. So I really recommend you get this book, and you'll go deep into some beautiful poetry, also prose, and some prayers in the back, and I like the title "Re-enchanted," like redoing yourself,
Right.
getting there. And then this is a newer book.
Yes, the hidden work, poems inspired by the writings of C.S. Lewis, who's one of my favorite authors of all time, and I just want people to know about his writings, his books. 'Cause usually people just know about the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, but he wrote so much more than that, and he's just someone who I inspire to be like, and um, he's just amazing.
He's
He
like
was
your
amazing.
mentor in life for all
Yeah.
this. And I had a very one-dimensional view of him. Just knew those couple things.
Hmm.
So I'm going to be looking into him more. I find YouTube is great for documentaries.
Oh yes.
Just put in his name, and then there'll be a few documentaries. I'm going to be pursuing more about him, and it's nice to have somebody that inspires you like that.
Yes.
And it's almost like, even though you never got to meet him, through his writings, you probably feel like
Feel
you've
like
met him.
I know him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you never get to the bottom because of him, because he is just such um, a brilliant mind, and just his imagination was just wonderful. He just done so many things. He wrote children's books, science fiction, theology, and philosophy. He did it all, and he did it all well.
Yeah, many layers, many
Yes.
layers. And you're like that too. So
Mhm.
if what is it you'd like to do with your music? Are there people could hire you to come sing, or
Absolutely, yeah. Whatever, wherever my music takes me, I definitely love someone to hire or just to play anywhere. I just I'm a share. I just love to share art, and hopefully my art is something that's beautiful, that conveys beauty, truth, and goodness,
Mhm.
and that's that's what I'm all about.
like
So
like if you had a private party, or you wanted to even at a wedding or something, you do. I mean, you do a lot of cover music, but you do your originals
right,
too. And
yes.
they were just great. I mean, everybody was just rocking out down at the festival at the end of the summer here. I mean, they're having a good time listening to you. So we'll put up some information. So what's the best way for them to contact you if somebody's interested?
Yes, I have a website. Um, www.robjonesbooks.com, or you can go through Facebook, Twitter, or X now,
Yeah.
Instagram. So just all the usual suspects.
Okay. So all the platforms, so you can contact him, and we'll put up some of this information too, so
Yeah.
people, you know, he's worth having over and entertaining for you. It's he's a good time, and then your writings are just like the cherry on the top, and appreciate all that. So, and we're going to hear a couple of his poems here in just a moment. He's going to share with us. And is there anywhere they can listen to your music?
I have a on Reverb Nation.
Oh,
Just
okay.
type in Rob Jones, and you hear some of my rock / country music on there as well. So Reverb Nation, Rob Jones. Just
Okay,
type
so
that
yeah,
in.
so go check that out and listen. His music is great. So anybody needs somebody locally or wherever, just get in touch with him, and he can come and play for you, and even
Absolutely.
throw in a few poems.
That's right.
Well, I appreciate you being here
Thank you so
today.
much.
This is really great.
Absolutely.
So we'll hear your poems here in a few minutes.
All righty. Thank you
Okay.
so much for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
The first poem I like to do is from my book Reenchanted, and it's a poem that I wrote for one of the most beautiful women I ever met in my life, and it's my wife. It's entitled Not by Accident. I find myself swept off my feet, and now I know there's a God, for you have become my destiny. Your light has guided me out of the fog. Bravely, I cried out for you, dying to embrace your sacred love. I've never beheld a love so true. Now you're all that I'm thinking of. You have pierced this fragile heart with pleasure beyond compare. I've become moved with a million tears when our emotions are laid bare. Surely it's not by accident that we slipped and fell in love. I know that you are heaven sent, my ravishing angel from above. Surely it's not by accident that true love has found us here. My purpose in life is plain to see because your love is so near. The next poem I like to read is from my book, The Hidden Work, Poems Inspired by the Writings of C.S. Lewis. And this poem is inspired by a quote from his book, Experiment in Criticism. First, I will read the quote, and then I will read my poem entitled The Hidden Work. The first reading of some literary work is often to the literary an experience so momentous that only experiences of love, religion, or bereavement can furnish a standard of comparison. Their whole consciousness is changed. They have become what they were not before. And the title of the poem is The Hidden Work. Embrace me in your hands, yield to my form, surrender in silence and breathe me in. In my chrysalis of myth, be transformed completely, entirely from within. Encounter a fairy whim that transcends as I escort you into the unknown, where an epic, a saga, a quest begins. In these pages, you will find your true home, where imagination can freely roam. I am sure to furnish you with pleasure once you take me in and grasp what I have shown. Suspended in prose, poets to treasure. Submit and receive is all I demand. I'll do the hidden work while I'm in your hands.
This episode of Hey Hey Linda Purrs is sponsored by. Come on down to Grandpa's Music at 1033 Park Street in Westmoreland. Live bluegrass, country, and gospel music every Saturday night. Shows start at 6 p.m. and admission is $8. First Fridays, we feature karaoke, and Grandpa's Music Jam Session 10 to 2 p.m. on the second and fourth Tuesday. New and seasoned musicians are always welcome for music lessons, so bring the whole family. Grandpa's Music at 1033 Park Street in Westmoreland.